Priority at promoting sustainable lifestyle among the program members and encouraging the use of homemade eco-friendly clay Ganesha idol during Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi is one of the most awaited festivals of India, and nothing beats the joy of creating your own Ganesh idol, isn't it? So Embassy Group is offering you a platform to make your own eco-friendly clay Ganesha. And the best part is, it is during the time of new normal when you can all do this from the comfort of your home. I'm Kritika Singh from Embassy Residential Team, and it gives me an immense pleasure to introduce you to Miss Devaki Rao. Hello, Miss Devaki.
Hello.
The co-founder of Sevita NGO, creative director of Sevita Center for Arts, and she's the professional painter, art educator, and a trainer. She's also a certified therapeutic art life coach. So without any further ado, I would request Ms. Devaki to begin the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you for introduction. I'm just going to switch my screen so that I can show and talk few things about clay. And let me do that. Okay, now if you can see this, I have just made a small little sample at home. And here, this took me close to 45 minutes to 1 hour. So I'm going to teach you how to go about doing it step by step. So the clay what I have used here is basically the natural clay which is found near the water bodies, and when it is out of the water, it evaporates really fast. And also we need to remember, when we are using it with our hands and we are keeping it open, with our body heat and the air evaporating, the water kind of, the water evaporating, our hands tend to get really dry. So what we need to do is make sure, there are a few tips I'm going to tell you before we get started. So we know that we need water for two reasons. One is the water acts like a glue, okay? When you work with the clay, any two pieces when we are sticking, we need to use water. The second thing is we have to keep our hands damp. So what happens is when we're using this clay, I'm going to just open the clay box which I have kept all the pieces ready for you. Now you can see that I have covered it in a cover and again kept it in a box so that it doesn't dry fast. So once it is out of the cover, that means you're ready to work with it. So here, this is still moist. So when you're holding it in the hand, what happens is it doesn't stick to your hand. That means it's perfect. Suppose your clay, whatever clay you have got, and it's really fresh and has more water, and when you're touching it, it's kind of sticking to your hand. So what you need to do is take a piece of cloth, the waste cloth, whatever I told you to have it, just roll it in that and kind of squish it just maybe for half a minute. Okay. So what happens? So all the extra water gets absorbed by this cloth, and then it is ready to work with. So this way, once the clay is ready, just do one thing, test your clay to just check whether there is more water or less water. Sometime what happens, the clay will have less water. That means it will start developing a lot of cracks. So if I'm going to roll it and I'm going to fold it, okay, this much is fine if you can see, but if it's more cracks, that means your clay is a little dry. So here what you can do is, you can put it on the board, take a little water in your hand and kind of mix it. Okay, two ways, just to check whether the clay is ready to work with. Now again, when we think about this clay, it's very good as an eco-friendly thing, because for the Ganesha festival, we basically make it, we don't bake it, we don't put it in an oven, because what happens is when you put this clay in an oven, it becomes waterproof and it becomes very hard. That means it will not dissolve in the water. It will take many years or maybe many months. So the best part is to do a clay Ganesha, let it harden a little bit and just do the puja and immerse in a pot, and a couple of hours it's back to soil. Okay, so that's the difference here. Now again, check the tools which are supposed to be kept ready. So we need a scissor, just basically to make the fingers and other things. And if you have a knife, okay, get a knife from the kitchen. I had also told maybe an old pen or a refill, okay, just to use this for the eyes and other jewelry part of it. If you don't have these barbecue sticks, it's okay. You can have toothpicks. Okay, just again to do some minute detail cleaning and things and all, this will be really useful. I have used some old brushes here, which I've been using it in the clay. If you have this, fine. Or you can get any of the brushes, even the brushes which we use to color our hair and all, even those are fine, because that actually helps us. Now, because I've been working with clay, I have something called the clay modeling tools. If you don't have, no worries. So you can also think of having a popsicle stick. Okay. So these are few things which are required just to get some details and some patterns and designs on the clay. Suppose you don't have a board like this, or maybe the stand like this, which I showed you here, right? This stand is specially made. I'm going to just show you like this. Okay. This is a rotating wheel, which is mainly used for clay modeling because it's heavy. But if you are into baking or something like that, and you have those, you make this cake and you have these rotating wheels, you can use those also. But if you don't have those, then make sure you have a newspaper or something, and we'll start making the idol on the newspaper. So you can rotate the newspaper to work on all the 360 degrees. Okay, let us not keep lifting the clay model, otherwise we'll start breaking them. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how many pieces I have made as a ball. Okay, one more thing. In the clay, whenever you are breaking pieces out of the clay, don't do it this way because it will come uneven. So you need to roll it and hold it with both your hands. I'm just giving you some tips, okay? Just hold it with both your hands and twist. So this is the better way of cutting the clay, okay? Let's not pull it out. So let's kind of, roll it and break it. So here, now I'll show you the sizes of the clay balls we need to do partition with, because each part needs a different size. So this is basically, the first one I've taken it is for the head. A little smaller than this one is for the body. The leg is as equal as the body because we're going to make it into two parts. Okay, so this is the leg part of it. A little smaller than the ball, you can see the difference. This is for the hands. Okay, now the hand and this is pretty similar. The same size ball is for the headgear, basically the kirit or the crown, what we call, and also the head part of it. Another ball, this is basically for the fillers because there are a lot of places we need to fill in and also make jewelry. So for the jewelry and extra bit, I've kept some clay. A small ball, if you can see the size difference. This is for the head and this is for the ears. Again, we're going to make into two parts. This is for the base. I'm just going to make a small little seat. So I'm going to make it like a small cake kind of a thing. Okay. And here again for the feet portion, and I've kept it for the mouse as well. Okay. So if you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 balls. So 2 small, 3 medium, 3 big. And this is between the small and the medium. So can you make these pieces in your clay first? Keep it ready. I'm going to keep it like that. I'll give you 4 to 5 minutes. Hmm. So this clay, what you see here, I have taken approximately 2 kilos. So if you make a tiny one, even in 1 kilo, you can make it. But if you have like more than 1 or 2 kilos, you can make a little bigger size as well. Making these small little portions, it makes us easy for us to understand, because if we take a clay and then start dividing, so what happens, sometimes we may fall short of the clay. So it's better to divide it and keep it ready so that we know exactly this portion is meant for this. I heard a history of Ganesha, especially making with eco-friendly clay. Before, what used to happen is a lot of the civilizations, a lot of the people settled on the banks of the river, right? So when the rains were like really heavy and all the soil from the mountainside would come, with a big rush or gush into the rivers, and the floods would be more. So people would take this soil from that riverbed and make the Ganeshas and go to the ocean and then immerse it there. So this way it was a tradition to follow. Maybe people did the pujas and all, but also that helped to remove the soil and put it in the ocean. So that is how actually making eco-friendly Ganesha became very important. It was like way long back. Then eventually people started looking for colorful Ganeshas and things and all. For colorful Ganeshas also we have a lot of options. We do homemade Ganeshas, like with atta, and you put turmeric, you put milk, turmeric, and maybe a little salt if you want to keep it for more days.
Yeah.
Those are also options. Okay, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the one which is meant for the seat. Okay, I'm going to keep this aside. Now, if you can see, look, my hands are getting so dry. This is also because of our body heat. So this is the time when we need to keep our hands a little damp. Otherwise, what happens is the clay kind of cracks. So here,
Okay. So we have to like keep watering in between the clay also, or it is just, I mean, we have to
see,
keep it in our hands.
when we're sticking, right, when we're sticking the
Yeah.
clay parts, I'll show you, it's something called scoring. When we say score, that means we need to create rough textures to stick two pieces together. I'll show you how it
Okay.
is done. But
Okay.
we need to make sure that our hands are also damp, not dry. Okay? Otherwise, the clay will start
Yeah.
getting kind of cracky. So here,
Yeah.
dampness, no wet. Suppose by mistake you put more water, please don't touch the clay because it will get very slippery and it will get dirty. So this is the time when you take the cloth or the newspaper, whatever you have, just wipe. Okay,
Yeah.
and here I'm just going to use this portion of my hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to keep this little bit ahead so that I get this place to work on. Now,
Okay.
the important part is to score. Scoring can be done with any tool. It could be this or this. So what do you mean by that is, suppose I take a brush, put some water on this. So this kind of fixes our clay and makes them stick better. So make some rough textures on it. So you can just
Okay.
scribble it very lightly, not too deep. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the base. Now you remember we did the leg portion here.
Yeah.
Now we're going to roll it. Excellent. Okay. Now we want two equal parts in this. So you're just going to hold it in the center.
Okay.
Just two parts. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now for the first one, make it into a clay ball. Like you can either press it like this or you can roll it. Hmm?
Okay.
Okay. Now we need to get a small little carrot shape here, which you can do either. See, when we roll it, we keep our hands straight. But if we keep our hand like little V, opening up on the top, wider, and then you roll it. See? Got it? So one becomes narrow and one becomes wider, right? So you can either do this way, or you can keep it on the board, and instead of keeping your hand straight, keep it a little cross. Okay, cross, and then you roll it. Yeah. So like this, we need to do it for the both the parts.
Okay.
Yeah. Check if they are both same. Yeah. So now here, one will be kept straight like standing, one knee lifted, and one is on the side like that. Okay, one is down and one is up. So for that, because we're going to stick it, we're going to put some water. Again, I'll use the tool, or you can use even the popsicle stick here. Dip it in the water and make some rough textures. I'm going checker, like crisscross. So this actually helps your clay stick well with each other, otherwise it'll come off.
Yeah.
That is, the rough texture is called score or scoring in clay. So the other one, I'm going to keep it here. Like this. But now, because we want this knee to be a little lifted, right? This is down and this has to be lifted. So we need some support on the
Is
back
there
side
any
here.
particular angle we set it?
It is, okay, let me see the angle. If I'm going to say it is 60 degrees, not completely standing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
60
45.
degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, you remember we made a ball for fillers,
Right.
right? So the filler ball, you can take some from there.
Okay.
Just take a little bit clay
And
because we
use it.
need all this. And behind, you just put some support at the
Yeah.
back here, right? So your leg is standing there. See now. So one is lifted leg and one is the down, right? Hold it. Okay, from the filler, I'm going to take some more. I'm going to turn it around so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Now this part here will be the seated where the body is going to come. But the body, if I'm going to put directly down, the body will become too low and the leg will become very high. So we need to give some base here. Okay. So I'm just going to take some more clay. Just a little bit. And I'm going to put it down here to make the
Okay.
body go on this. Get that?
Yeah.
Now I'll turn it around. Now for the body, again, we're going to do the same thing like the carrot shape. So But because Ganesha has nice little round tummy, so we're going to push this a little back like that. Okay. So the tummy part, what you can do is you can definitely add in more clay to just make this come out a bit more. So I'm just going to take a little bit clay here, pinch, and use the water. I'm just going to lightly score it. This is tummy part. Very gently, just go on mixing it and blend it with the body. Now suppose sometime the blending becomes like little tight. So just the tip of your finger can be in the water and then use that. Put a light pressure. And I'm using the center part of my hand here. Yeah, just a little bit, not too much, because anyway the jewelry and the trunk and all is going to come. Can you see that? See now. So again, the chest has to be added a little bit more to show the body. What I'm going to do is just take a little bit of clay like this, small pieces. I'm going to put it here, but for that, either I just apply the water directly on this, because my clay is a little softer, so even if I don't score it much, it's fine. So I'm just going to add some, blend it, another piece. This is option, okay? So if you feel that you want to show the upper body to be a little more muscular and all, so you can show this. If you don't want it, you can just leave it. And don't use too much water also, sometimes, because the clay will start cracking if you put more water. Less water also will crack, more water also will crack. So sometimes what I do is, like, suppose I feel, okay, I got the effect, but there is much water on it. So I either just, take the cloth layer, just gently just rub it or touch it, dab, and remove it. It's much safer. Okay. Now, because we have to stick it here, okay, the body is going to be like this. So we will score it. I'm using a popsicle stick because this place is a little big. So down, both the sides, both the pieces. Got it? I will take some clay and fill this gap, because there is that dhoti thing, the design of the dhoti will come. So I'm just going to make a small little clay ball here and just going to press it, but before that, just a little water. I'm not going to score it. And here, I'm just going to press. Yes. Now, for the dhoti part, either you can make a design like what I've done here. See, I just put the lines here. But if you don't want these lines and you want just like maybe some designs at dots, or maybe those buttas we call on the fabric textile prints, you can think of doing it with these little pens, the old pens, empty pens, or even the refills if you have. Tell me if you can see it, because I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. I'll just show you. There are two ways of doing it. Here, either you can use a knife, okay, and I'm just going to go with just pressing a little line over this to show the folds like that. Or if you feel that you want something like standing out like a relief, so what you do is we call something as a coil. Coil is when you make long, we call them as snakes, like clay snakes. So you can make these little coils, okay? Not too long ones, maybe just this much, right? And for that also just put some water.
Okay.
You can just keep on sticking it like this. So this also can be done. And use your fingers to just merge it on a little bit so that it doesn't look like it's not a part of the fabric. Now again, make sure your hands are damp so it gets dry really soon. And the same thing. Here, I'm going to go in this direction, just putting it downwards. Yes, so the feet part, we're going to do it later in the end. Now we'll go for the hand. Okay, for the hand, again, two portions. So I'm just going to sit down a little bit and show you here. मुझे एक मिनट इसलिए करना. Okay, same thing again. We're going to divide this into two. But we want them to go from the shoulder and then come out. Like a letter V, U and V, you know. Sorry, L and V. So it can go resting on the thighs or it could be lifted up. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, so again, the wrist portion for the hand has to be a little more narrow than the shoulder part. So I'm just going to press a little bit more towards the wrist. Can you see?
Yeah.
Right. So here, now if I'm going to fold it, it may give a lot of cracks to my clay here. So what I'm going to do is use my knife here. So I'm going to cut a small little V shape.
Okay.
But again, because this knife is not wet, so it may get stuck in the clay. So what I'm going to do, take some water, apply it on the knife. And cut this part. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So now you can fold it.
Oh.
Fold it. The front portion is the palm part of it. So you can just press it a little bit. But here again, we're going to score and then put it here. Okay. So this part has to be scored and you need to apply the water.
Okay.
See, I'm putting a little bit down because this is going to be resting on the thigh part and this is going to be touching the body.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So for the beginners, if they are not like the way you're sticking, if they are not able
Mhm.
to do it scoring, so that what is the next other option for this?
See, if your clay is pretty wet, no, you don't have to do the scoring part. You can just put the water or you can just press it. It kind of stays there, you know.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
later on, we're going to use some brush. Just use the brush to kind of put some water in between so that it doesn't fall off. That's it.
Okay.
Water acts like a glue. It's you know, but if you don't put water and just keep it, it may fall off, you know, fall apart. So see here again, I'm going to do for the second hand. See, when you're rolling, don't use your fingers. Use this part, this the palm, because the coil comes very neat. When you do finger wise, it'll go like bumpy. It doesn't look good. So always use your palm part when you're rolling the clay. See, look. And wherever you want, suppose while rolling, it goes flat like this, right? Don't worry. Just twist the clay a little bit. Okay, twist it and then roll again. So it'll come back to the shape. Suppose sometimes the clay may be more. If you feel that the clay is really more, then you can just cut it off. Yeah, cut it. So here again, I'm going to use some water. My knife. Now this hand is going to be like, you know, blessing hand. So I'm going to press it from the down part. See, my thumb is going to be on the down side here. And I'm just going to pinch a little bit to get the pointy thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the water down to rest on the thigh and on the side for the body. Now here I'm going to use the scissor. Okay. So now this is the hand. So the thumb is here. So I'm just going to, can you see it? Okay. One cut for the thumb. I'm going to just raise the thumb. Can you see it? Okay. And now the index finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger. Now,
Okay.
can you see this hand? So eventually we're going to kind of close it holding the modak, right? So we're just
Okay.
going to go like this.
Oh, this is beautiful.
See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now for this hand, now this is the blessing hand. So the thumb is this side, inside. So I'm just going to go first one cut. This one, I'm just first going to separate it and then bring it towards inside, like it's like this.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
like this, right? So
Yeah.
thoda sa, just a little bit in the front, and then again 3 cuts for the fingers. 1,
Yeah.
2. So this could go thoda sa curvy. Let it not be too straight, just a bit
Yeah.
curvy. And your thumb can come in the front. Can you see?
It's already shaping up.
Huh?
Yeah.
So now what we'll do is, if you want to smoothen this part, you can just, the extra filler clay, just take a little bit, maybe put it on the top and the brush, if you have a brush, fine. If you want to just use your fingers, that is also fine. So you can just press this a little bit to get one even shape, and then just dip the brush in the water. See, one more thing, I told you guys to have some Fevicol with you. Sometime what happens is we can add a little bit of Fevicol in this water, and that also kind of helps, you know, the clay from cracking. So, see, that's it. The shoulder part, I've just kept it like this. Now what we'll do is we will add some jewelry before we put the head on the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, for the jewelry, again, we need to make long coil. So again, make sure your hands are damp because it's getting dry. And use your entire palm to roll it. Sometime when the coil goes really long, you can use both your hands, you know, don't use only one. Now this is too thick. So what I'm going to do is maybe make 2 chains in this. So I'm going to just break it a little bit and make 1 chain from this. Maybe one longer and one shorter. Okay, here.
As you said, like Fevicol can be like mixed in the water. So what should be the consistency of the Fevicol?
Very diluted, like a milk. Just maybe half a spoon. That's more than enough. In
Okay.
the water, see my cup is like, this might be around 100 to 150 ml water,
Yeah.
right? So in that, maybe half a spoon, if you want to put it, otherwise it's not a thing. But sometime when you feel that you're working too much with the clay and you forgot to put water in your hand and all, that kind of cracks the clay, right? So
Okay.
that is when we need Fevicol. A lot of people use it, and I also have a spray bottle. I'll tell you how I'm using the spray bottle. Sometimes we don't need to use a brush because the water, too much of water in the brush can spoil the clay, anything, any model you're making. So here, now I'm going to use this little coil to put it like that. But because it's a thin coil, it may spoil if I put, I can't do scoring and all for this. So I'm just going to use the spray, just maybe a little bit. That's it, yeah. And then with your fingers, just lightly press it so that it sticks to the
In
body.
case the cracks comes in, then what is the like alternate for that? How to?
For the cracks, see, what you need to do is, if even if you see cracks coming out, so that is when either you use just the tip of your finger with the water
Okay.
lightly. What we do as artists is we kind of use this clay tools, you know, either this
Okay.
one or anything, like popsicle stick is the best one.
Okay.
Here. Here. So you kind of wet that. You use it in the water. You dip it in the water. Don't have too much water in that. Okay. And then lightly just keep rubbing over the cracks and fill it up. That actually helps you to cover the cracks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for this chain, what I'm going to do is maybe make some design. So I'm just going to take very tiny, weeny, you know, a little bit of clay, roll it and pinch,
Yes,
right?
beads.
So I'm going to stick this in the pendant place here
Okay.
because my coil is already wet. So I don't have to put any more water. So I'm going to take one more, maybe make 2 tiny ones. Okay. This will go here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that, if you want maybe a pen, a design or something, maybe you can just press it.
It's not on the camera.
Sorry. I'm sitting down. So, okay, now,
Yeah.
right. So what I've done is I've used the front tip and the backside empty circle part also. So,
Okay. And this looks really nice.
yeah. You know, sometimes what I do, I use even my jewelries and all to make designs and all on the clay.
Sure.
So just that, when you have any jewelries, right, what you do is put some oil on it.
Okay.
Put some oil and press it. So it gives an impression on the, you know, if you want to make a design on the dhoti and things and all, right?
Right.
So for the dhoti part, what we will do is, now if you have the knife or anything, here what I'm going to do is just make 3 lines, just press it, 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
From the
And then we'll put one small little coil here to show that it's tied on the waist. Okay, now the back part, we're going to cover this area with the filler clay, and I'll show you how we can put a chain on the waist. Now here we just need to add in the clay. See here, I'm just adding the clay this side and this side. Now, because your clay is outside the cover or whatever, so it might be drying. So make sure if my clay is getting dry right now. So what I do is, like, I just put a little bit more than required water on my palm here. And then I just roll the clay and kind of squish it so that this water goes into the clay and it kind of remains soft. Okay, and just keep it. So here also, I'm just going to add this extra bit.
It's even.
Okay, now what we'll do is, we will put a chain for the kamar band jo bolte hain, you know, like. So here, I'm just going to lift it. From here, I'm going to start, go around, and I'm going to cut it here.
Okay.
And on this, maybe just a spray, one, press it. Yahan pe you can use a knife to have a little more neat, dipping it in the water. So I'm just going to make some design. And यहाँ पे जो धोती के lines होते हैं, जो pleats होते हैं, that we have to do it. So again, I'm going to make really tiny, maybe 3 different clay pieces, the coil. Okay, I have it here. I'm going to cut this. Now here, I'm just going to spray it a little bit. And like a fan, na, just from the center, going away. 1, 2, and you're going to put 1, 3 here.
Yeah.
Just pressing a bit to show the back, the curve. Because हमारे गणपति बप्पा का बड़ा पेट था तो. Okay, now this is how it is come.
Yeah.
Okay, eventually we can add a lot of coil for the baju band and the things and all here.
Okay.
So we will put the hand thing. We'll put that modak in the hand and we'll close it, and then we'll go to the head.
Okay. How often we have to spray? Because I think we have to keep spraying.
On this, no. I'm spraying it wherever I don't want to use too much water.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's it. You don't have to spray.
Okay.
See, only the tiny areas like the coil, the chain, and the back part, I have sprayed a little bit. That's it. Because if I put the brush water, no, it'll be too much for that.
When you're sticking any jewelry or any thing.
I'm just spraying it and I'm just putting the coil over it. That's it.
Okay.
And with the finger, I'm just going to lightly press it so that it sticks there.
Yeah.
ठीक है. अभी एक छोटा सा मोदक बनाएंगे. For that, we're going to make it like a drop, right? So just make a ball first. Again, make sure your hands are damp. I'm sorry, I'm reminding you again and again because this is what I do with my students. So
Important thing we should not like forget about.
yeah, see, again, sometime what happens, we'll have too much of clay on our hand, and that is when you take little water, it becomes even more messy. So make sure you keep wiping your hand, and if you want, just quickly go wash your hand, and then again, you can restart. So that is also fine.
And make sure children are not around that time.
Oh, true. Make them also work. Okay, now what I'm doing is just using my actual finger and pinching it on the top.
Yeah.
Like we actually do the modak, right?
Yeah.
So here you can maybe use your barbecue sticks or whatever. Just dip it in the water. I use it in the water because this becomes very slippery, so it doesn't stick to the clay. So
Okay.
I'm just going to press to show the folds. I'm just going to press it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So isko hum log. Okay, now I'm going to use the spray because I don't want to put too much of water there. So spray on this hand.
Huh.
One spray, and then I'm going to keep this modak in the hand and close the fingers, holding it pretty tight. Look.
Oh my God, this is so beautiful.
See?
Yeah.
Right? So he's holding the hand.
This looks like a real modak.
Real modak.
Tempting.
Purnachi modak. Okay. Now we will do the feet part. Okay. Now for the feet, we don't need so much actually. We will just see, again, it depends on the proportion of your Ganesha. Okay. So look at the hand, right? The same size, it should be your feet. Can't be bigger than that. And one feet is like shown and one feet is kind of hiding behind. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will make, like if you see this little Ganesha here, his one feet is in the front. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And one I've just shown little toes here. That's it. So if I'm going to roll that clay out, which I had made a small little ball for the feet, maybe I'll take 1/3 of it. So if I'm going to make 3 equal portions, yeah. So maybe I'll take 1. In this also, we have to make a carrot shape. So carrot shape is very common when you're working with a Ganesha idol. So again, make sure you're damping your hand. So here, इसमें से थोड़ा सा काटना भी पड़ेगा. Maybe you need to remove a little bit of clay from here. So now what you'll do is, I'm going to lift this up. Okay. the pointy part of my carrot, I'm just lifting it a little up. And I'm going to keep it and see whether it's looking too big or I might have to do it a little smaller. So again,
Inside.
keep changing it depending on the proportion of the Ganesha you guys are making. So suppose I have to put it here. Maybe it's kind of big. This looks too humongous. So I'm just going to remove it. Again, reshape the carrot. Okay, so my carrot looks pretty pointed here. So halfway through, I'm just going to fold it upwards. I'm not going to cut it like I did for the hand. I'm not cutting it. I'm just folding it here. So again, using my index finger and the thumb, I'm just lightly pinching it and making it like a fan, like thoda sa wide in the front. And see, you can see some of the cracks here. So I'm just going to dip my finger a little in the water and then lightly go over it so that it doesn't crack. And the feet has to be a bit longer. Okay, I'm pressing it here as well so that it becomes a bit longer.
Okay.
It shouldn't become like a cup, okay? It has to be flat itself. So I'm pressing it first inside and then on the sides so that it doesn't look like curvy cup. So now you can see,
Yeah.
right? Now here again, we're going to use the scissor to show the toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right?
Yeah.
So थोड़ा सा इसको curve करेंगे. Just now you can bring them closer and bit bring it up. So when you're folding your legs and sitting on the floor, how do your toes look?
Yeah.
It kind of folds, right? So इसको ऐसे करना है. And here, now this portion is extra for me. I don't need that. So I'm just going to cut it out. So I'm going to use any of the tools what you have. Just dip it in the water and cut it up. Okay. Now here again, we're going to score it. Scoring on this part, whichever part you're going to stick has to be fixed properly. So I'm scoring it here. And again, there'll be the line of the dhoti which is going to be covered over this.
Yeah.
So it might look really wide on this part. Don't worry about it because that'll be covered with the cloth. Ganesha looks very healthy and muscular.
That's the beauty of it.
Cute. So I'm just going over the lines with the scissor again, just so that it doesn't look like too merged. Okay, here what we're going to do is a coil. This coil is basically going to go right at the ankle here.
Yeah.
And then bring it down and then just cut it. If you want to add this extra one also on the top, you can do that. Now here, I'm not going to use any water with the brush. So again, the spray, just spray once and lightly with your finger, just press it. So it's not very pointy, it's kind of flat. The fold of the fabric. What you can do here is, if you have the brush, right? So just dip it in the water a little bit. You can smoothen it. I'm adding 1 or 2 on this side also. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we will do the head. For the head, check your hands, please, because it's getting really dry. And my clay is kind of dry here, you know, like I'm just going to use little extra water on my hand and just keep, you know, mixing it on my hand like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, again, we'll need the carrot shape. So, hand cross, roll it. Can you see here? The head part is really more like a round. If you put a ball here, it should fit in, right? So this is like a ball and the extended part. So it shouldn't go really small here because this is the actual head, and then you will turn this, twist the trunk part of it,
Yeah.
right? Okay, here because we are going to really twist this trunk in 2-3 places, it may tend to show you a lot of cracks. That is when make sure your hand is absolutely damp, no dry, no cracks, no powder, nothing. Okay, so here, are you guys with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now if this is the head, right halfway through, okay, I'm going to press it from the down, go up. His
Okay.
nose part, nose bone has to come up. Can you see that? Did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get that? Or shall I
Yeah.
do it again?
No. No. I mean, you can
It's okay.
tell that.
See, what I've done is I pushed it from the down, okay? And
Yeah.
there came a dent here. So that is okay. That dent is fine. So make
Okay.
sure this bone is protruded. So if you see from the side, and what you do is just thoda sa pani on the water, keep tapping it lightly so that you
Yeah.
get the smooth effect. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, again, some people, if you're going to keep this Ganesha for the puja, again, it depends. Some people think the trunk has to be on the left side, right side. It depends, you know, how you want it, or you care, you don't care, doesn't, you know, it depends on that. So if you want to
Yeah.
go, you can twist it whichever side you worship. Okay. So
Okay.
for me, I really didn't pay attention to that every year. So I'm just going to do it. So here, see, again, my is not
Yeah.
just one, and gently giving a massage to the head here so it doesn't crack.
Yeah.
Uh, Very gently, don't press it too hard, otherwise the shape will go off. This also. Yeah. This twist.
Yeah.
Thoda sa soft, no? The clay when it is soft, it twists better. Otherwise, it will start cracking here. Wherever you bend it or you
Mhm.
fold it, it starts cracking. So softer clay is better. Okay, now look. If you feel this part is like really big, you can press it and make it a bit narrow. Yeah. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just get the eyes. The eye socket is like deeper. So what I'm going to do is use my thumb here. So just
Yeah.
lightly press
Yes.
and get that the deep engrave here. See? Can you see that?
Yeah, but then for the beginners, like, what is the exact location where they should press and no, like,
See, okay, if you can draw a line, suppose I'm
yeah,
keeping the stick. Okay, ठीक है, मैं center में ऐसे I'm just going to draw a line.
yeah,
So from here, maybe on the side, just leaving a little gap, you can see that if it is same line, if you want really accuracy, then just
yeah,
make the ऐसे lines डालो, ठीक है?
yeah,
So you can see, you can make
yeah,
it like a grid.
yeah,
See, I just made like a checkered thing which can be covered up later. So in this side of the grid, I'm using my thumb to go both the sides, like 180 degrees from here to here.
okay,
Okay. So on the same side, you'll not lose the symmetry part here, because again, please make sure you take some water. Don't use your dry fingers. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. And here, now I'm just going to press it a bit to enhance the nose bone. Okay.
okay,
So I'm just going to go a little bit down here, but the cheeks have to be higher. The cheeks can be a little higher. And don't go too deep.
your blue view is little blocked. Yeah,
Sorry?
now I'm saying the view
Okay.
is blocking the view. Yeah,
Okay, now I'm just covering the lines. And if you feel that the dent is gone like really inside, take some extra clay and then put it on this and then merge it.
yeah,
And see, when you're adding extra clay, right? So what you do is you kind of pinch it in your fingers like this,
okay,
and then you press it. Okay, so it has to be like a paste,
yeah,
and then see. I'm not doing this by keeping it on the body because the pressure will be different then.
yeah, I'm sure.
So first we'll finish this and then we'll attach the head. Okay, see? Okay.
Yeah,
Do let me know if you want me to go through any of the steps. Okay, here what I'm going to do is just make two shapes like a rice flake, right? So here, just to cover that little gap. Okay. Now look here, I've taken this clay here. I'm just going to pinch it. Okay. And I'm going to make like a shape of an eye. Can you see that?
yeah, it's going a little off camera. Yeah,
Sorry, wait. Okay, now.
yeah,
Or if you don't want to do this or you're finding it really difficult, so what you do is just take a ball of a small little like marble or a pearl kind of a thing, and यहाँ पे ना just okay, just I'm scoring it. Can you see that? I'm just putting this little
yeah, yeah,
textures. The clay ball, just press it here. Can you see that?
yeah.
हाँ, तो नीचे से ना इसको maybe the popsicle stick, what you have, just press it a bit.
Off camera. Yeah, now it's.
I'm trying to get close to the camera, see if you can. Here, I'm using barbecue stick here, just to get that groove on the top of the eye, little clear, neat.
Yeah,
And from the lower side also, just to get the outline of the eye.
yeah.
So we can do the same thing on the other side.
I guess you have to move it little up. Yeah. Yeah, now it's in the frame.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is just in the center of the eye, I'm going to draw one line here.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Now with the knife, we're just going to cut a V shape. 1 and 2, and take that piece out. So you can do a little more detail for the eye, or you can just press the pen thing also.
Yeah.
You know what I do is I also put little eyebrow by adding a little small coil on the top. One second. Can you see that? But
Yeah.
this part, I'm just going to not make it stand so prominent, just
Blend it.
blend it to the forehead. See. Okay, don't make it completely like visible. It should be part of just a little relief. That's it.
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा पानी डाला and then make sure it's on the straight line.
Move little up because it's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for the tusks, right? So we'll just make a hole here. Can you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. From this side. I'm just we'll make a little bit bigger hole. So if you want to, some people kind of even use a stick to poke it in one half and one full, but we can use a clay coil.
Yeah.
Clay coil again. See, hands, look at the hands. See guys, once you finish making this, when you wash your hand, make sure you apply some Vaseline or skin cream, especially around your nails and all. because the skin tends to dry off very much and kind of peels off. So if you're very sensitive with that, especially with the natural clay. Okay, so what I'm doing is just taking a small little clay, right? So making into 2 pieces. Okay, again, teeny mini carrot shape. If you feel that you want a thinner one, you can do that, or you can just.
Oh, you need to lift it a little up. Yeah. Yeah. Try
So
this
one
one.
side it will be pointed,
Okay.
and one side is the broken tusk, right? So make
Okay.
this. See here, no, some people make the nose thing really prominent, so you can press it a bit more if you feel like. Okay, this
Yeah.
part, if you want to press it a bit more, you can do that. The nose. Okay, for the second one, I'm just going to tap it here to make it a little blunt. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we will fix the head. Just check the shape of the head. Sometimes what happens is holding in the hand.
Yeah.
If you want to
it is.
just tap it from your hand and lightly kind of get the round shape. Yeah. So here you will know whether the nose you want it to be a bit more narrow and things and all. So you can press it and change the shape accordingly. So for that, make sure you're scoring this part and this portion here.
Okay.
For the ear portion, again the circle here, you're going to make a small little cookie kind of a thing. Okay, just pat it on the board. Make sure this clay is not dry because you're going to bend it a little bit. So I'm just taking a little water and making sure all the edges are neat and covered with all the cracks. So it's kind of filled up, neat. Okay, here I'm going to just cut this straight in the center. So right. Again, it depends on how you want to fix the ear. Either you want to put it like this, okay, or you want it like this. So for when you want to put the wider part towards the body, you need to fold it.
Okay.
And this portion can go a little pointy. You know, that's the design which I've seen in many of the Ganeshas. So you can think of, you know, kind of pointing it and curve this, and it goes like this.
Oh,
Isn't it?
okay. Yeah.
So like a leaf, you know, like a leaf, it goes like a leaf. So you can make it, just see how you want to keep it. And on this, what I'm going to do is I am going to make some lines. Okay. Just, I'm not drawing it, I'm pressing it. So
Yeah.
just leaving an impression.
Yeah.
1, 2 and 3. Okay, just from the center, like lines are coming out. And again, I'm going to score it. The part which is going to be stuck. Now, sometimes what happens is when you put the ear like this, when it dries, it falls off. So what we have to do is we have to secure it. So securing ke liye, from the back, just make small piece of clay. Again, press it. Okay. And then make some rough scoring on this. And this will be put between the ear and the head. So you're going to hold one hand from the back to give the support, and lightly with your index finger, thoda sa press karke just blend it.
I've seen few people using the toothpick. I mean, they just use it.
They put the toothpick. See, suppose when your Ganeshas are really big, right? So what happens, the head weight becomes too much and it may fall off. So for that, because our body of the Ganesha is pretty thick, so here it will not fall. And also they put a toothpick right through the head to the body to hold it together, right? So again, I am going to score it so that it stays together. So I'm going to score in the neck portion and on the ears, right? So, and we call this as kind of cementing in clay. So we cement to keep the things together. So here again. I'll take some more clay. Because the head is the most heaviest part, I feel, in this. So it may, people have done that, but not many people, depending on the size, actually.
Yeah. But do you recommend for this to our viewers?
No, not really. Not required, because see, it's going to be kept for few days, right? So, and anyways, it's going to go in the water. So I kind of even not recommend having those little beads and paint and other things, you know. Yeah. So even that's also plastic, that's also metal, right? So if you want to really use something eco-friendly, then maybe kumkum ya haldi, something if you want to paint with, or, you know, those things are better. Now the headgear part, okay? Yeah. So for the headgear, it's very easy. So what we need is, okay, in that clay ball which I kept, I'm going to break it into pieces from big to small. So this could be 4 parts. We'll make the 4 parts first here. I made it 2. So again, 2 here. So I'm just going to make like a idli shape, I can say. More idli bhi nahi. This is a cream cookie. So, I don't know how to tell it. So it's more like a laddu, but little flat laddu. Okay, I'm going to make a scoring here. And on the head, I'm going to bring it closer. You can see it, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, here. So first, I'm going to put, okay, can you see that? So I'm just going to lightly press it. I think like if, got it. Yeah. Yeah, you're saying something. Yeah, I'm saying if a beginner is doing it, like how much pressure should be there, because it, you know. See, what I do is, see, if you see me, I'm always holding one hand support for even for the ears. I was holding one hand support and then I was kind of blending it. Here
Yeah.
I'm holding the head very carefully and then
Pressing it well.
it's,
Oh,
you just lightly press it and leave it. That's it.
oh, okay. And when it dries up, it kind
Yes,
of,
yes, it's
yeah.
fixed. See, for that, what we do is we kind of give, we'll put a coil, like a base coil for each of the layers. Okay.
Yeah.
So for this, if you
Oh,
see,
yeah.
now I'm going to make a coil here, a little thicker so that I can make some designs also on that. Right. So I'm going to just use a spray here because I don't want to use too much of water. This coil, I'm just going to go around it. It's more like a turban, you know, it looks like a turban. And again, giving one hand support on the back, lightly press it. Got it?
Yeah.
So you're going to make one small ball than this. Okay, so maybe I'm going to take, I'll see the size. I'm going to compare. No, it is a little big. So I'm going to remove some. See, for the small pieces of clay, you can take like this. But when you have a bigger piece of clay, always make sure you crack it, you know, by crossing your hand like that. Okay. Okay, here again, I'm going to just lightly press it so it's like a flat thing, not completely round, not completely, you know, like a cookie. So here, for sticking, scoring on this top also, I'm lightly going to place it, holding the down one, just gently, so it kind of gets into that texture,
Yeah.
rough surface. Okay. So now you'll put another coil. Again, maybe the same thickness or maybe a little thinner, depending on what design you want. I'll go with a little thin coil. Okay, before I stick, I'm just going to spray it a bit. Again, holding it, just lightly press. Okay, now on the top, we're going to make it more like a triangle, like a tip of the crown. Make a ball and then pinch it more like a, you can say modak, kind of a modak. But just that we're not going to put the lines, right, like this. Yeah, got it? So
Yeah.
again, the texture, scoring. You know, some of the clay artists, what they do is they make a clay paste and keep it. And then they just use that as a glue. They don't make this rough texture and all, but that is not very safe. It may or may not stick. So, okay, I'm going to put a last coil here for the crown part. Okay. Now for the lower portion, we'll make, okay, again, clay, roll it, press it, and pinch the lower part to make it look like a petal, right? So make 3 like that. Yeah. Okay, this one, I'm going to fix it in the front forehead. So one in the center, 2 on the just slanted on the sideways. Okay, for this, you can use maybe a a toothpick or a pencil, whatever. I'm just going to keep it like this and then press it to give some texture on it, like a petal. And if you want, maybe a small little circle in the center. Okay, now here, where are my pens here? Now, if you want to make some designs and all over this, also you can press and create it. So I'm just dipping it in the water. Even on this trunk, you can think of having those three lines. So I'm just going to lightly rub over it.
And then you keep blending it, right?
Yes. What I've done is I've dipped it in the water, so it's easy. So I'm
Yeah.
just going 1, 2, 3. That's it. Very lightly, very gently. Okay, not like. So what I do is usually I make a lot of designs over this. Maybe I want to put something on the shoulder. See here, I dip it in the water. Every time I'm pressing on the clay, either water and even sometime we use oil also. You can have a small little plate of, with a couple of spoons of oil. You can dip it in that. That helps actually not to crack the clay.
Yeah.
And now you can
While
design, decorate
making, does
more.
it dry up like?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
I'm saying while you're making, does it get dried up? So when you're
See,
pressing
we're
it,
putting a lot of water, no? We're putting spray and we're putting water. So it kind of is taken care of,
okay.
right? So, and
Yeah.
also now what you can do is you can make small coils. You can decorate it even more. Now put one nice tika and then put some side band, like bangles, whatever they
Yeah.
wear, the thing, jewelries and all. Then even here. So you can add in more and more design and you can keep it on a part.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'd like to, okay, here, I'm just going to, I made the chand ka.
Wow.
So it's just the pen. I've just used it like, I've not touched the whole thing. I've just gone like this and I've pressed it,
Okay.
right? So it's more like a moon thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
if you want to give a tika on top of it, then maybe you can.
This looks lovely.
So this can be kept on. See, what I've done is I've made a thick coil, okay, and just made some designs with this on the sides and kept it like, I'll show you this. Look, I kept like the bolster
Oh,
next to the leg, the lifted leg.
yeah.
And for the mouse, I'll just show you one small thing. Okay. For the mouse, it's very simple. Okay, one clay ball. Now tap it on the down, make it flat. Okay, I'm making it flat here. So it's kind of semicircle, if you see. And now with your two fingers, just pinch and from the side, from the top and down. थोड़ा सा point to base. Okay. And
Okay.
for this, two tiny ears. So for that, again, press, you get like these buttons. Sorry, my camera is shaking.
Yeah.
Right? And one long tail.
Mhm. It's cute. So, Ganesha, this is really
Yeah.
beautiful.
Anything else?
So I think this is beautiful, and it's thank you so much, Mrs. Rao, for teaching us how to make such beautiful Ganesha idol. And these
Thank you.
idols,
Even I enjoyed.
yeah, and these idols are made from clay, natural fibers, papers like biodegradable material. And when it's immersed in the water, it degrades faster, and they actually do
Yes.
not harm the environment also.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's good to work with these kind of clay because you can redo it again and again, right? That clay can go back to the pot, and some we have also done these clay Ganeshas with the flowering and vegetable seeds. So
Yeah,
when we are making this, you just put some seeds in this clay, and when you put it in a pot, it'll give you a plant instead. You'll
wow.
just not put the clay back. You can actually put some seeds and put it in a small bucket and transfer that to a pot. That helps actually. And you
Yeah.
can worship that god for a complete year.
So we are giving the green welcome to this Ganesh Chaturthi, and
Absolutely.
let's pledge to save nature by opting for this greener and healthier alternatives. Thank you everyone for being part of this webinar, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We would love to hear it from you, the feedback. Please do share your
Please
comments
send
on.
Pritik, I would say let them take a picture of their Ganesh and share it with you so that
Yeah,
let us see what
definitely.
they've made.
Definitely, we are requesting our viewers to just send those feedbacks and the pictures on the connect at MBC India, mbcpriority.com. And to all our viewers, MBC Group wishes all of its MBC Priority members good and healthy and safe Ganesh Chaturthi. So everybody, happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rao. Yeah.